A freighter hurtling out of control towards Italy. There's no crew on board, and hundreds of Syrians are the cargo. Rescuers on the Icelandic Coast Guard's Tyr vessel, which was on patrol in the Mediterranean, found 350 panicked migrants, including women and children, desperate to get off. Masked smugglers had locked them in cattle pens days earlier. They only broke out after discovering they'd been abandoned. Heavy seas prevented the Tyr's crew from boarding the Ezadeen. Eventually, the freighter ran out of fuel and was towed to an Italian port. What happened to the Ezadeen in early January 2015 highlights new smuggling tactics.
The smugglers are buying old cargo vessel, maybe unseaworthy, in bad condition, and take a lot of people on board.
Smugglers count on heavy demand from the 3 million people fleeing war in Syria. Once passengers are on board, smugglers point the ships towards Europe on automatic pilot and without a crew. The European Union's border agency Frontex says around 15 cargo ships smuggling asylum seekers have tried to reach Europe since August, often in deplorable conditions.
It was made for carrying cattle or sheep or cow or whatever, so the living conditions were not for humans.
Just days before the Ezadeen rescue, the Italian Coast Guard saved migrants aboard another converted freighter. Nearly 800 people, almost all Syrians, cold and seasick after days at sea in rough weather. They likely paid between $4,000 and $6,000, giving gangs millions in profit from one ship that costs considerably less.
There was no smugglers on board. There was no pilot on board. Even the crew, they weren't crew. They were like some people like me, refugees.
The boat Muhtasim was on was rescued in December. He now lives in Germany on a temporary 3-month visa.